Good day, guys. I want to bring to you a kind of cheat that you can use instead of drawing your outline. You're using a prism severally. Exactly. Now, what we need to do here is you will first draw out the outline as it is on the paper. If it is angle 30 degree or so, draw your 30 degree as it is. Then you make sure you draw your normal. You know how to draw it, how to draw that. We have done that I did that in my last video. And also you come back here, you draw normally your angle of emergence. Do you understand that? Now once you have gotten that, what else, the other thing you need to do is, so that you can get the cheat. Now you have gotten this already, ensure that you measure from this point to this point. Exactly. That is point SP. Ensure that you measure that. Then when you are done measuring, also you must make sure that you draw your normal here. Draw your normal as it is on the paper. Draw your normal. Then after the normal, you come back here, draw your normal. Then after the normal, you make sure that you measure this angle. Measure this angle. Measure this angle. This angle, measure it. Do you understand that? Then keep it. After measuring it, you keep it. Now, you come back here. Already you have measured from this point to this point, which is point SP. Are you with me? You measure point SP. Now, you come back to the second one. You will draw the second outline and also draw your angle. It may be angle 35 or so. Now, place your P1, P2, also view through it as usual. Now, you get your distance from this point to this point. Is that clear? Now, that is the distance I called in the other side as SP. SP. Are you with me? Now, in this case, remember you have your pin 1, your pin 3, and your pin 4. Your pin 4. Now, don't forget, you must measure SP. Now you come back here with your protractor. With your protractor, you also measure the angle. Measure the angle with your protractor. Place it properly. You understand? If need be, you can draw out the outline. That's if you do not know how to measure it properly. You draw out your normal, then measure the angle. Are you getting me? Now, the angle you are going to measure from here, from this point, the angle you are going to get from here, you record it. Just note it down somewhere. Already, let's assume that the angle you get here is 30, and the angle you get here, in the first one, is 25. The difference between that 30 and 25 is 5, right? Why? Let's assume that the point from here to here is, let's say it is, let's assume the point from this point to this point is 0.9. And let's assume that the point from here to here is 0, let's say it is 1.5. The difference between 0.9 and 1.5 is 0.6, isn't it? Now, we've gotten 0.6 as from here to here. Then the angle, we assume that this one is 25. We assume that this one is 30. That is 5. So the difference here is 0.6. Why the one here is 5 degrees. You use that same distance. Please don't make the mistake. You know, this place, the measurement, I said if this one is 1.5 and this one is 0.9. Now the difference is 0.6. Now you add 0.6 to 1.5. What will it be? That will be 2.1. Now that 2.1, you come back here, then use your ruler. Make sure that you use your ruler. You measure out 2.1. Don't forget, measure out 2.1 from this point. Measure 2.1. Measure 2.1. You measure 2.1. From here, you measure 2.1. Do you understand that? Now, after measuring that 2.1, I want to assume that is in your second outline, please. This one is the second one. In the third outline, you will draw the outline normally. Now, you come back here. I want to assume that this is our, by assumption, let me just assume that this is our 2.1. Do you understand that? Now, that 2.1, use your ruler, join it, join the point from here. Join the point the way it is. Do you understand that? Join the point. After joining it, that is in your next outline. Please don't forget, in your next outline, which is the third one. Join the point. After joining it, now you come back here. You know, you want to draw the angle of emergence. Is that clear? Now, what you need to do is you come back here. You are going to draw your normal. If you know how to do it normally, you don't need to draw the normal, but you just go straight to the point. Now, you use your protractor. Do you understand that? Make sure you place it normally. Place the protractor normally. I repeat, place the protractor normally on the point. Is that clear? Make sure that that straight line is on the line, on the normal line. Now, you now measure your angle. You know, the other time it was, I assumed this one to be 30, and I assumed this one to be 25, and at the end it was 5-degree difference. Now, 30 plus 5 is 35. Now, we are going to, if you come back here, you measure angle 35 degree. Measure what? Angle 35 degree. Measure what? Angle 35 degree. Is that clear? You come back here and measure your angle 35 with your protractor. With your protractor, measure angle 35 degree. Are you following me? You see what I have done now? Now, you know I'm just assuming. Is that clear? Now, in your own, you cannot assume. Make sure you draw this normally. You draw it with your you draw the outline. Is that clear? And make sure you measure the angles. I'm just assuming this because there is no time again. Now, what you need to do now is we have gotten this value from here to here as 2.1. Do you understand that? And we have gotten this line now. Now, you come and put a dot. Put a dot. Is that clear? Put another dot. And just to tell them that this place, just to tell them that you use your what are they calling it? You truly measure it. Now, you put pin 3 and you put your pin 4. Is that clear? Make sure you draw this on a separate sheet. Are you with me? Now, you come back to the top here. Remember, they asked you to measure. Now, this is 35. That next one is supposed to be angle 40 degree. So you come here, you use your protractor, measure out angle 40 degree. Is that clear? Measure out angle 40 degree. You measure out angle 40 degree. Are you with me? With your protractor. Measure your 40 degree. Measure 40 degree. Do you get that? Now, as you can see, this one that I have measured here, that is from this point to this point. That is my 40 degree. Do you get that? Now, I'm going to ignore this line because that was the second one, but I'm doing the third one inside the second one. You make sure that you don't do it in the second one. Do it separately. Is that clear? Now, you can look at my line now. Look at it. Then from here, taking another shape. From here, taking another shape down. Are you with me? Now, from here, you can just use your compass. Is that clear? Pierce it and pierce this one to tell them that you read it. Is that clear? Now, this is your P1 and that is your P2. Are you with me? That is how you can get the cheat. That is the cheat on how you can actually carry out this practical without prism. That is after using the prism twice. Is that clear? Use it once, which is the first one. Use it the second time, which is this. Then the third one, you don't need it again because it do waste time. But this process can never waste time. Are you with me? Now, that is how you can carry out the practical successfully without mistakes. But make sure that your first one is perfect, your second one is also perfect. Then the next one, you don't need it again. All what you need is this cheat, this code, this pattern to make sure that you carry out the practical successfully without mistakes. Exactly. So thank you very much for watching, and I wish you good luck. Don't forget to subscribe and also to share to those that need it, because your exam is just a stone throw from now. Thank you very much, and have a wonderful day.